Hey guys, gals, and legionnaires, Rycon here and welcome back to Let's Relax with Rimworld. It is a new week of Rimworld and I'm finally back. I had a week away, as I was saying. I was going to have a week out of the office, so it was a little bit of a rush to get everything kind of ready for you all before I left. And I guess the easiest way for me to let you know now is that I do record Rimworld at the very beginning of the week. It's Tuesday for me, but it's Monday for the rest of you. Well, the most of you who watch the channel here. And I tend to record 3 at one time. It's really the only way I can get those 3 episodes out throughout the rest of the week. So if you don't see me responding in game to some of the things that you've left in the comments, that's pretty much the reason why. So at the start of a fresh week is when all of those little tidbits of information that you've been giving me I can actually use, and that's why I kind of limit myself to 3 episodes, because I don't want to get too far ahead, because obviously the smoke leaf was one thing. I just didn't know where it went. I had no idea where it went, and I just did not see those ibex. Those tricksy ibex just wandered in there and took our bloody smoke leaf that we worked so hard to harvest. However, we won't have to worry about that so much in the future, because we will be going eventually into hydroponics. We'll be growing most of our drugs inside, because obviously, as you can see outside, the temperatures, they aren't that great. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty cold all around. Now, well, actually, I'll talk about this first. Congratulations to Danielle, who has named, what was your name originally? Apologies, what was your name when we first got here? Eva. It was Eva originally. So Eva is now Wildfire. So congratulations to Danielle. You were randomly selected out of that list of people. That list is quite large now. It's quite a large list. It's larger than any name list I've had yet. So, yeah. I hope that I'm going to be able to get as many of you as I can into this. Who knows, we might have to see if we can get a mod to name pets once we get some animals, so that we might be able to use some of the rest of your names as the animals. We'll see how that goes. But we have Wildfire, and I think Wildfire is actually a really appropriate name for our wild redhead that we have. So it's just to kind of go over your skills again here, mostly construction, growing, and crafting. The crafting is going to be really important to us, not as much as before though. And I will actually remember to change her schedule. That's something else that I missed out on as well. I kind of mucked up and gave poor Mr. Seabass the night shift when he didn't need it. Mr. Seabass has been through a lot so far, the poor bugger. I have 2 new mods in today. One will allow us to smooth the walls, so we won't have to replace them, which I'm kind of in favor of. If we can work with the rock that's here, I think that'll be okay. I think it will still look good. If we have a lot of time on our hands eventually, we might look at swapping it out, just because I don't always like two-tone things, and obviously we have marble on this side and slate on the other side, so yeah, it's a bit of an odd mix, but we're going to give that a go, because that also will mean eventually we'll be able to actually engrave those walls so we can make them look really neat. So that's kind of the plan there. We are going to continue with our dining room with the kind of layout that we have at the moment, but I think for the hallways and everything else for the time being, we are just going to be smoothing the floor. Because it's not bad. It actually looks pretty good. They like it, the colonists that is. So we'll probably go with that for the time being. Once we have a little bit more resources and a little bit more time on our hands, I think that's when we will allow ourselves to do that little bit of extra finessing work. But at the moment, I've just been trying to push to get this dug out as quickly as possible. As you might have been able to tell, I haven't been paying too much attention to their moods. I've just been kind of trying to smash through as quickly as possible to get us inside, because I kind of know how bad things can get outside here, and I've just realized that you're still turned on at the moment. So before I forget, we are going to dive in and we are going to go to Wildfire and make sure that we change this all around. So Mr. Seabass, unfortunately I did select you. That was a bad move on my behalf. So we're going to go ahead and change that and put you back on the regular shift and a Wildfire. See, because I just went right to the bottom, I assumed that the person at the bottom was going to be that, so yeah. Okay, so now we want to make sure that we just change your sleep patterns. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. And we'll just change this to anything. And we'll see if that will work out okay. Yeah, I mean, I did bump her a little bit further along. Maybe I do need to do that. Yeah, you know what, we'll bump her a little bit further along. And we'll see how that goes. We are going to get time rolling here, and I'm just going to try and readjust myself to the colony and everything that's going on. I'm not going to ask any of the stone to be smoothed just yet, because I do want focus to be on this dining room and getting that dining room completed. Yeah, and obviously the scenario with Wolf as well. I think it was Wolf was his name. Yeah, so we probably could have brought him back from that. The room that he was in obviously wasn't a very, very nice room, but what can you do? What can you do? I feel like he is still going to benefit us very much in the long run. We are going to be looking at chucking down a orbital trade beacon, but we aren't going to do it just yet. I am, like I said, just going to put focus on getting this all built here, because we're very close now. We just need a little bit more wood, and there is more wood out there, so I'm assuming that we'll be able to get Spectre to help us out with that. Once he is up and running, poor Wildfire here is probably going to be a little bit upset. Building a snowman though, so that's kind of cool. Upset just because she is out during the daytime, so yeah. Wait for these two to wake up. It's midday, and Spectre and Mr. Seabass still aren't up and about, but I guess no surprises, I suppose. I'm looking at these places here, and I am wanting them to be defense, well, somewhere we can actually defend, but I'm thinking maybe for the time being it would be better for us to be working on blocks there, just because they're so close to the blocks on the outside. I mean, it's not the nicest working environment. We can put some things around there to make it a little bit better for them. I feel like it would be better having them down here though. No, we're gonna leave them here for now. I will leave some of these here, although I am going to want it to be cleaned, because it's not a nice area. And actually, speaking of cleaning, is this in the cleaning area? No, it isn't yet. That's why none of that is clean yet. So we're going to go ahead and add the cleaning area. So we should have some cleaning happening there. And look at that, those two doing a good job, hauling all those extra little body parts into there. I have upped this. Actually, no, I didn't. No, I did. I put it on forever. So we do want more meals to be made there, because obviously 10 at a time isn't enough. We're running through those very, very quickly. Spectre is going to be doing our harvesting of trees, and Mr. Seabass is going to be cooking once he is up and awake, I am assuming. No digging at compacted steel? Okay. Okay, I mean, we do need it to be done. Or actually, not much needs to be done there, really. Just this last little bit. Okay, come on, there we go, buddy. There we go. I have asked for the big prisoners area to be dug out as well, but I'm thinking I might need to put some more priority on that. Poor Wildfire is going to get disturbed by us at the moment. Let's just jump into our work and just see where we're at. So I probably do want to change that around. Put cooking and mining. Swap them around. We'll get a few more meals cooked, and then once they are cooked, I will just change things around again. Let's go ahead, get this thing hauled so it's not in the doorway. Temperatures are pretty low inside, all around. So I am going to have to look at chucking in some more heaters and having that kind of vent throughout here. So we're going to see how that goes. It's taking a little while to get all the dining chairs and bits and pieces up. There's no way to prioritize construction, so I can't go build urgently. That would be cool in the allow tool mod, if they allowed us to do that, to go build urgently. I feel like that would be pretty neat. Let's see, I don't think we need to build a power conduit there. Let's go ahead and do that. We are actually okay on power at the moment, so I'm not going to stress about that. I will let Elliot or whoever gets that when they get to it. Excellent job, Spectra. Keep on doing what you're doing. Eventually we are going to build a bridge here. And I find it so funny that they decide, because it would obviously have been faster for Spectra to just go a little bit further along and then cross, but he decided to try and go for the blue. I mean, they do what they got to do. Okay, let's hope Wildfire actually kind of gets back into this schedule. Slept in the cold, awful bedroom. It's not nice, and you're up and about. Mr. Seabass is doing work. Thank you, Mr. Seabass, getting some meals cooked for us now. These are just meat-only meals. A lot of buffalo meat, yeah, and even some alpha beaver meat as well to keep us going. We haven't got as much done today as I would have liked us to get done. It looks like this kind of process is a little bit on the slow side. So what I might have to do is get Elliot to, yeah, I mean, like, that's nice and all, but how about we prioritize working on that? Because I'm hoping that he's going to be able to bring a whole heap of wood down, because what's kind of happening at the moment is that it's a very slow process, because he's only taking a small amount of wood each time to work on small projects. Yeah. It's cold. I realize this. Don't worry. Okay, and Wildfire is going to be the one that actually gets stuff done tonight. Thank you very much, Wildfire. We've actually got light in here for the first time. It's probably not going to be enough light, so we will have to put some on the sides as well. But it's kind of in the main area where we need to have it for the time being. These workstations, they're not going to be here forever. This is literally just while we don't have very many colonists, so there's no point in us having a huge mountain base, so yeah. I've also been told that obviously insects are going to be an issue, so we will have to have some kind of defense system in here because it is quite a large space, and it's the kind of space that I imagine insects would want to pop up into. Wow, the temperatures outside are getting really quite cold. Yeah. Okay, why are you wanting to hang out in here, Mr. Seabass? Okay. Let's see. None of these are set as gathering. Yeah, they are set as gathering spots. Let's go ahead and turn those off gathering spots because we don't want people to gather in and around those rooms. Spectra, fantastic job. People are going to be feeling a little bit better about that, but our battery has just gone and blown up, which, actually no, not our battery, but we've lost all the charge from it. Yeah, so that fire isn't going to be so much of an issue. Mr. Seabass took quick work of that anyway, but we'll go ahead and just reconnect that. Not that we need to, though, oh, well, yes, we do. We'll get there. Elliot will get there eventually. And now is when we'll be attacked while our turret is offline, because that's the way it works. Oh, we're getting close. We are getting close. And you know what? We are going to get some of these hauled out of here. So let's look at just going into here. Orders, that's what we want. And we want to urgently haul all these things just out of here. Get them out of here. Get rid of the steel. Get rid of all of the chunks. And obviously that will keep them pretty busy for a while, hauling all of that out of there. Mr. Seabass, thank you very much. Cooking up a storm. We've got 17 meals prepared now, so that's good. Wildfire has been disturbed pretty much all night, but it's feeling a little bit better at least. But we can see that, yeah, her threshold is kind of jumping around at the moment. Her mood is doing okay. So, yeah. I mean, she gets up, she has the night owl in daytime for a little bit, but I don't know if I can shift those hours a little bit more, allow her to sleep for longer. I don't know if she needs to. I mean, her rest does get full, so... But apparently she's feeling great. She's feeling really good about stuff. We're going to have a whole heap of steel piled up there. We should actually just get these hauled as well. So I'm going to mark these for urgent hauling. Okay, let's have a look. Haul urgently. Get it out of here. And we'll actually allow that. And it was Mr. Seabass that was wielding that originally, so after he's finished this meal... Oh, I was going to say... pick it up, and he did. He just picked it up. I actually asked that to be done ages ago, so that's good that's been done now. We've got a little bit of an expansion to our freezer. So I'm just going to extend that down there, and we've got a little bit more space to store things. This is a temporary freezer, though. We aren't going to be using that as a freezer for very long. Okay, we are going to be consuming a decent amount of power during the night, but really we don't seem to be drawing all that much. We do have a heater going, but beyond that, we don't actually have much else going. We have used all of our wood yet again. We go for it so quickly because obviously I'm putting down a lot of it. So we're just going to need Spectra to stay out there in the cold, unfortunately, but he is dressed for it. Just working on getting that wood piled up for us because we're very close to having this completed. Alright, we're going to have to jump into our floors though. Jade floor. Okay, no, just a mosaic floor. Thank you very much. We'll put that one right there. Okay, we are nearing completion. So close now. And the slate wall, I think we are going to be okay to open this up. So I'm going to look at claiming it, and we're going to deconstruct it. We're going to open it up because, and I don't know, I forgot this. One of you made a great point in the comments in that really, when we get close to those, it tells you if you feel like an ominous feeling. And we didn't get that. We didn't get the ominous feeling. So I think we're going to be okay to do this. Think being our key phrase there. I don't know whether or not we will be. And I've also been told as well, if we want Vin to be able to sleep inside, we are going to have to make a bed out of cloth. And I think we should have enough leather to be able to do it. What do we have the most of? Probably human human leather, but also beaver skins. So let's just have a look at our furniture and see if we're going to be able to plop that down. Animal bed, let's make it out of beaver skin if we can. It's going to take how much? 45, and we have enough, so we should be able to plop that down. We'll just plop it there. I think that'll be fine. And then Ven will be able to sleep inside, which is nice for him. Okay, so our temperatures won't transfer very well. What I'm probably going to end up doing is heating this main room here and just having vents that will vent through each of these rooms. Yeah, that's the plan. That is the plan. We'll see if it works out. Okay. We are going to be chucking down a research bench soon as well. It's definitely something that I have been neglecting. We are on our way to it. We are going to get that done, but I'm just going to allow Mr. Seabass to keep on working on that for a little bit. We do have some meals in our stockpile now, so I'm not super concerned about that. I mean, he's been cooking up a storm, really. So once we have some more wood, we'll get that in there. Mr. Seabass, I know you're working in pretty, well, not the nicest conditions, so go ahead, wash yourself, get all that mining dust off you. You'll be doing just fine. It looks like Elliot is going to make that bed for Ven. So thank you very much, my friend. And Spectra, I think Spectra is going to continue just doing this little bit of hauling. Elliot is mining. Now that's something that we don't see every day. Oh, and hello, area revealed. So that's going to change the way that I have done this a little bit. Okay, alright, so how is this going to change my layout? It doesn't change it too much. Yeah. Do you see that? There's another bloody area. This is quite the little catacombs we've discovered back here. Let's claim and deconstruct that, and then I'm going to see about this layout. Yeah. It certainly makes me nervous. Although we didn't see anything that made me think otherwise. It's a perfectly normal place. What am I building here? Oh, parts of the wall. Oh, right, because I actually managed to get some of it from deconstructing these. Well, okay, you do that. Mr. Seabass, yeah, just don't break. Just hang in there, buddy. Hypothermia minor. Still, wow, it has gone really cold inside here. God damn. I need to be venting a little bit more than I have been. Damn. Okay, well, let's look at just chucking down perhaps just a campfire for the time being in the halls, just to try and warm the space, if we can. So we'll go with there. We'll go with there, and I'm going to see if I can get Elliot to prioritize that. No, damn, we don't have any firewood because Spectre has been doing an amazing job at hauling all the things out of the main hall, but that has meant that, holy crap, this place just keeps on going. Okay, well, that does seem to be the end of it, and it kind of works because this is where I was wanting to do my kind of freezer works, among other things, so it kind of works. Yeah, I'm just going to have a look at chucking down some orders to mine, so I think we still want to mine out. Oh, right, okay, we're just going to have to claim it. Yeah, so we'll just mark those for deconstruction. Actually, you know what, let's just claim all of this first of all. So we're just going to go into orders and claim all these things, claim all the stuff, and we'll go ahead and chuck down some deconstructing orders. Deconstruct all these things. Yeah. That'll work. Okay. Yeah, so I'm just going to have to kind of change this layout a little bit from how I've got it at the moment, which should be fine. That should be fine. It'll still work. So we'll deconstruct that. We'll deconstruct that. Yeah. Yeah, this layout's still going to work perfectly fine. Ish. Yeah. Okay, and I'll leave those just as they are for the time being. Okay, we've actually got some wood down there. Ah, yeah, I don't like the hypothermia. I do not like the hypothermia. How is everyone else doing? It's because he's not wearing anything warm. I might just have to force him to wear something. Yes, thank you very much for that. He's such a good miner. He's just doing such a good job. I'm very, very happy with your performance, Mr. Seabass. It has been very good. I should give you a break, but I think I might just try and push it a little bit further. There we go. You're going to be able to get nice and warm now. Get toasty. That's our plan. How are we doing on those meals? We're doing okay. We're doing all right. Don't eat there. Go sit down. Eat somewhere. I guess it's because there are no tables up there. That's the primary reason why that's happening. Okay, Elliot, keep on doing you. Spectre is being attacked by... What? A red fox? Why? Why fox? Why are you hunting Spectra? You're a fox. Calm down. Okay, let's go ahead and set the fox as a target. And Spectra, how about you just go ahead and jump inside here? Or you could just try and beat it to death, I guess. That works as well. Melee attack, yeah. Actually, this seems to be doing quite a bit of damage to her. Oh, whoa, whoa, torn off. Right pinky, bugger. Son of a bitch. Spectra, run. Okay, this is silly. Come on, Spectra. This is a fox. Okay, alright. Jesus. Oh, and his thumb. Spectra, I'm sorry. I didn't realize the fox could be so goddamn vicious, but it just bit your frickin' thumb and right pinky off, which is not so great because your manipulation is going to be lower. And you are our main surgeon, so that's, yeah, a little less than ideal. Wildfire, watch out. Oh, you're fleeing now. You're gonna run. No, not today, fox. Oh, Elliot, don't shoot the solar panels, just shoot the fox. Just the fox, just the fox. Okay, this is, come on now. Come on. This is not some stealthy fox. It's a red fox in snow. Thank you, everyone involved in this fight. God damn. Okay, Spectra, you can most certainly go and rest. Yep, have that. Oh, you're tending to yourself? Don't do that in there, Spectra. Okay, well, you allow yourself to actually use the medicine because you did get messed up there. I don't like the fact that he is tending himself. I could tell him not to tend himself, but he started now, so I'm just going to let him finish it. Yeah, bitten off and torn off. Lost his left thumb, right pinky. Okay, exotic goods. Exotic goods. We might be able to trade some of these things. Okay, we don't have any artwork, but we might be able to trade body parts, because they're exotic, right? Yeah, certainly. Certainly. Okay, so Spectra, it would be good if you did rest, because you did get messed up pretty bad, so we'll see if he does rest throughout the night, because, not so nice. Not so nice. And I believe it is Mr. Seabass that we want to be doing the talking for us. Just shivering right now? Okay. Let's have a look. Social. No, it's definitely Elliot. Elliot, you are the mouth. We will allow the others to approach, and then we'll try and sell them some of our goods. Yes. Unfortunately, we don't have any smoke leaf to sell them. Oh, look at that, and Ven is sleeping inside. Safe and sound. Wildfire, thank you very much. You're actually getting a lot of this built, which is fantastic. I think we can look at mining that out now. We are going to be moving that heater, and let's go ahead and build a copy of that just there. There we go. Okay, and so we can get this to match with the smoothing walls. What we need to do first is smooth the walls, and then after they're smoothed, we can then etch them, so we can make them look like bricks. So there we go. Okay, so it looks like they have arrived. So Elliot is up and ready. Go talk to Gundozer, which is probably the most freaking epic post-apocalyptic name I have ever heard. Why is Gundozer not in a Mad Max film? Because I feel like this needs to happen. We haven't seen Gundozer yet. I'm sure we will in time. Make our way through our rubble field. Go ahead and have a chat and see. Okay, alright, yes, we can sell them. We can't sell them for too much, but we can sell them for, you know, a decent amount at the very least. So let's go ahead and do just that. Do you not actually have enough silver to buy from us? I think that might be the case. We could buy components, but I don't think we need to. I feel like there is enough around that we don't need to worry about buying components. Yeah, I mean, maybe it's just me, but I feel like that's it. Okay, so these are cartridges that we can use to teach our people skills, which is kind of cool. Like that. I like it. So obviously we are getting the most from the heart and the liver. Obviously 2 organs as well that kill them upon taking it out. So maybe I'll look at trying to take some of the other things as well next turn. Although at the moment, just with our limited medicine that we have, it's tough. It's a tough choice as to what we're going to do there. We've got bionic hands and a simple prosthetic hand. A bionic hand might be cool for us to swap out for Spectra. There isn't anything else that we can sell, and there isn't anything else that we can buy. And I don't know whether or not yeah, surely you won't be able to accept that, right? Yeah, okay, insufficient silver. So okay, so I didn't realize we could just push and sell anyway. And we did. Oh, that is so frustrating. That is so frustrating. Well, you live and you learn. Don't click so many times. And I clicked too many times. We lost our parts. We did get some silver from that, but nowhere near as much as we should have. So that was a big mistake on my behalf. I was probably going to try and go for the bionic hand. That sucks. No bionic hand for us, unfortunately. We do have silver, not too much. And we did lose all the things that we were trying to sell. So we lost all those body parts. Not cool. Not cool. Damn. Well, you play your bloody horseshoes, Elliot. It wasn't Elliot's fault, though. It was my fault. I will accept that. I will certainly accept that. I don't want you to be having hypothermia, my friend. I think I might just need to try and convince you to go ahead and wear some dead man's clothing. Even though, yeah, it is in pieces at the moment. I'm imagining everything else over here will be in pieces. Let's have a look at your gear. Yeah, it's going to be pretty shoddy, surely. Fur coat, yeah. Not good. Doesn't look good. In saying this, we do have our electric tailor's bench here, which is actually plugged in. We could look at just making some now. Now, do we want to make a fur coat or do we want to make a parka? We're going to pull both of them up and have a look and see exactly what our differences are going to be on each. So the fur coat, let's see, insulation from the cold is 47 degrees Celsius. Nice. Now, what do we need to make it? It will tell us that over here. So we need exactly 150 ingredients. So we'd need 150 of one thing. We can't mix them, unfortunately. The parka requires 120, so it's less, that's good. And it can go up to around about the same temperature. So I think the parka is probably going to be the best for us. 120 ingredients out of anything. Do we have 120 of anything? Not human skin. Yes, beaver skin. Okay, so we can make a beaver skin one for him. That'll be great. Wildfire, we might be able to get to do that little bit of crafting. So, Mr. Seabass, there will be a coat coming for you. It's probably not going to be here today, though. So that means there is a chance that he might break or start suffering, yeah, kind of further effects of hypothermia, which is not cool. Spectra, you are a legend for continuing working through your injuries. I don't want to push it, but I'm going to push it because we kind of just have to right now. It looks like Elliot is helping out with the plant cutting as well. So what he's going to be doing is just enough to get the wood he needs to go down and just do a little bit more wood. It's definitely not the most efficient way to do things. And Mr. Seabass unfortunately has fallen unconscious. So we're going to have to go ahead and turn his bed into a medical bed. As soon as we get him out of the cold, he's going to be fine. And we're just going to get Elliot to go ahead and rescue him because he is the closest right now. Go ahead and rescue our friend. Bring him back into warm temperatures. Okay, see, there we go. He's okay. He's fine. As soon as we get him into good temperatures, he is okay. I can actually work on that. Good. Let's get that campfire built. A hair self-tamed. Okay, cool. Thank you, but I don't think we are going to need it just now. That should allow Mr. Seabass to stay feeling, you know, kind of good and fine, at least for a little while. And I'm going to go ahead and reinstall this just on this side here, and we're going to go ahead and actually build a copy right there, because we are going to need a decent amount to kind of heat this whole area. We are just going to leave that area, this kind of open for now. I don't know, we are going to put doors on it, but I want to have vents as well, and right now we don't have them. We don't have any vents. I actually kind of really like the way that's ended up. In saying that though, we do want the components from there, so I'm probably just going to mark this for mining. So while I do like it, we are going to get rid of it. And we aren't going to get rid of those, so we'll go ahead and cancel those. And we are very, very close now to having that kind of mined out. Getting there, getting there. I was hoping to have most of that done today in this episode, but we are still a little ways off. Okay, it would be nice if I could kind of tell them which ones to, like which table is their table, but hey, what can you do? They'll mostly be eating in this room. We are going to be building a freezer in here, just like a little mini fridge for them, where most of the meals are going to be kept. So they'll just be able to come and collect a meal from there and go ahead and eat. And looking at that, maybe we can actually look at chucking some down. So we've got a single refrigerator or a refrigerator. I think we might just go for a refrigerator. And where would we want that to go? Because I probably don't want to move this, so I'd want it to stay there for good. I think there is okay, just at the end of the table. Yeah, 40 steel, 1 component. We've got more than enough to be able to do that right now. So we'll prioritize those going there. We need a little bit more wood for this table as we constructed, but we aren't far off. We are not far off. Okay, so what do we have at the moment? We're setting that for 21 degrees, so this will get the temperature up a little bit. It will bleed into these rooms as well, just naturally. So that's something. And it looks like Elliot is going to be constructing that refrigerator. So thank you very much, my friend. Like a little bit more work done. We'll be able to get that table up and running. Low food. Oh, yes. Okay. Yeah, we are kind of low. We are kind of low. So we're gonna need Mr. Seabass to be working on that yet again. We have a lot of potential food for Elliot out here. We do have another mod as well, which I haven't discussed yet, and that is Graham morals. So they aren't going to feel as bad about us butchering people from outside the colony. If we were to do it to our own people, or people that we had rescued, they would feel bad. They would feel bad then. But because they are our enemies, they aren't going to feel as bad with Elliot doing those things. And I'd like to think it's kind of like, it's kind of because of Elliot, kind of slowly working them over to his way of thinking. Yeah, that's kind of how I see his workings. All of this isn't going to stay like this for now. As soon as we start actually making some blocks, I am going to replace those. We could actually just make them wood. So, yeah. But the only issue with that is we still need to have something there beforehand. So maybe I will look at just building some wood ones, and then we're just going to have to do a little bit of a shuffle. A little bit of a shuffle. So we're going to go wood wall, chuck one there, chuck one there, chuck one there. And then we'll just replace, we'll mine those out, and then make a wood wall, and then just get rid of that one. That's how we'll do that. And we'll fast forward through the night, see if Wildfire is going to be able to do anything else. Ah, yes, getting the actual bench up and running, and thank you very much, ma'am. Excellent work, and that is actually all the wood put down in here, so thank you very much. You've done a freaking fantastic job, and even the refrigerator is online. Thank you. Excellent, and so we're going to make this, yeah, we're going to make it important that meals are there. And what do we have this on at the moment? Important? Let's just go preferred. Because I would like meals to be kept here, where possible. Wildfire? Oh, look at you go. Look at you go. Doing work for us. Excellent work at that. We're going to allow that again, so Spectra might go ahead and pick that up. Oh, sorry, Mr. Seabass, rather, might go ahead and pick that up. Spectra has recovered. Very nearly. Fully healed. Spectra, I'm so sorry for all that you've gone through. God damn. We're going to go ahead and expand the cleaning zone that Spectra is going to be taking care of as well, which is going to extend down to this area. Wildfire, excellent job. Got those two little bits done there, so we're going to go ahead and just mine those out. Thank you. Yeah, so these aren't going to stay in here. It's just so that we can kind of get things built, and so that we're only kind of heating up one main area. How is that going for us at the moment? We are gaining power during the day, so yeah, that should be fine. That should be fine. Still the morning, so yeah, excellent work. All right, Elliot, you are hauling the meals down there. Fantastic. So people hopefully should come down here first to get their meals and then just sit at this nice dining table and chill. That's the hope, at least. And Wildfire very soon will be inside here with us as well. So she won't be staying up in the little kitchen, the little temporary kitchen that we've kind of got constructed. Nice work. And you know what? I do want those to be hauled, but I also want Spectre to just clean this area out. So we'll let Spectre go ahead and clean that up first. Let's make this not a gathering spot, just because if people are gathering, I want them to be gathering in our nice little dining room. Okay, so I think we are going to continue with wooden doors for the time being. We are going to put some doors on this just to kind of separate it from everything else. Like so. I'm tempted to put some extra doors there as well, just to kind of insulate us from the outside, because we're going to be bringing cold in a lot. At least a lot of the time. Nice and clean, god damn. We actually got the area done. That was kind of my main goal of today, was to actually get that area up and running, because I feel like that's gonna, well, it's gonna make our lives a lot easier. It's actually pretty decently warm in here. I'll let Spectre do the last bit of this cleaning, and then I'm going to change things up. I'm going to ask him very nicely to go ahead and haul these things urgently. Orders, urgently haul. All of that stuff. Get it out of here. Thank you. Mr. Seabass is going to get all of those done as well. And after that, I think he might actually move in here and just get those last little pillars out the way. Compacted steel, definitely good for us to have. Thank you, Elliot. We've almost actually filled up this area. I'm gonna have to extend it out even further. But I'm feeling a lot better about the colony now. I feel like our moods are slowly starting to get better. Randy has been really nice to us this episode and hasn't done anything. Surprisingly enough, hasn't done anything to cause us harm, which I'm actually really surprised. So we're gonna go ahead and build a copy just right there, and same thing here as well. We haven't marked you for mining, so let's do that. Your compacted steel, we definitely want that. Okay, and let's go ahead and just get these last little bits hauled as well. Get them out of here. Spectre is going to be busy for a little while doing that. And look at that, Elliot just takes the meal from the freezer just like so. And I did forget again to go ahead and put down some more meals, which is a big mistake of mine, because we also don't have any wood going at the moment. So we just have to keep on moving further and further out for our wood, which I'm not surprised. Go ahead and mark those. And I think, you know what, I think it's maybe about time that we go ahead and just deconstruct this. I don't know if we're quite ready to build our kitchen here yet, but we might just have to for the time being. So let's go into our production, and we will go electric stove. And where do I want to build you? I might build you here, because we've got a tool bench on the side. Yeah, that'll work. And we'll go into our furniture. I'm just going to do a regular stool. I have to run some power down there though. And we are just going to have to run it on the surface for now. And I think that's fine. We're just going to run it into here. Like that for now. I mean, it's a little unsightly. I could probably run it around the edge of the room actually, and that might be better for us. Yeah, let's look at doing that. Let's change this up now, because otherwise it will be a little unsightly. Okay, go ahead and cancel that. My next question though is that going to be able to reach that side? I mean, I know it's a little wasteful for us to kind of go. Oh, you are going through that wall. Nice. We could do something similar here. I feel like I would want to do it pretty much exactly the same though, so 3 squares across. Start coming down on this other side of the pillar. Oh, hang on. No, like that. Like that, and then work our way down, because eventually we will be able to go through the walls to the other spots and work ourselves in. I know, it's a little overkill. It's a little more than what we need, but it means that we will be able to just go ahead and deconstruct these pieces in here. Like so. Now it's just going to keep on working on that for now. Okay, so we need wood to be able to actually no, we're fine. What am I talking about? We're going to go ahead and build a copy of this, and what side do we want that to be on? Could be on the other side of that, or I could have them working together in close proximity. Don't know which I like more. Having the butcher's bench on that side. I think butcher's bench on that side, so we're going to have to deconstruct that to be able to get to work on that. And it means that I'm going to have to cancel some of these other orders here. Otherwise, we're just going to keep on mining. So we'll go ahead and cancel those. And I believe it's up to that point there. No, we can keep on mining, apparently, to there. 3 squares across. Yeah, I think that's about right. Yes. How many squares across from there? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we're not going to be doing that square. For now. I am going to have a corridor running off on the sides here. I just haven't exactly decided how I want to do that just yet, because this little cavern that was in here is kind of Well, changed my mind in what I was doing, and apparently we are going to go with those blocks there. I could remove the floor. I don't think we're going to get anything back from it though, so it probably isn't the most beneficial thing for me to be doing. And as everyone begins to sleep and Wildfire begins to haul, that will end today's episode. We're a little bit more on track. Things are getting a little bit better. I do need to focus on trying to get that cooking bench up and running as soon as possible, because right now we don't actually have any food at all. Yeah, we're empty. And actually, you know what? We don't have a hell of a lot of meat as well. So I'm going to pause the game now because really that is a top priority for us. Come next episode, we need to make sure that we have some more food coming in. Otherwise, well, we might be going for the other type of meat. Yes, the type that Elliot prefers. We'll try and stay away from that if we can. I hope you'll join me in the next episode. I have been Rycon. You have all been awesome. And until next time, stay tuned.